What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cameron, back at it again with a Modern Warfare video. In today's video, guys, I'm revisiting the multiplayer in this game, because as you guys know, I've been playing a lot of Warzone, getting pretty into this game, and I just said maybe I'm too harsh on the multiplayer. So, I hopped into the multiplayer, and guys, it's fucking terrible. I'm sorry, it's fucking awful. I didn't judge this multiplayer. It's fucking garbage. Every map that isn't Shipment or Shoot House or Rust or pretty much it. Those are the only maps that I find playable, because even the remakes are fucking trash, dude. Like, they add buildings, they add fucking things to the maps. Like, why are you doing that? I don't understand it. Like, guys, Crash is fine the way it is. Backlot is fine the way it is. I don't understand why you have to add buildings or add little ways to go or safe spaces. Like, they're trash. Honestly, Atlas Superstore, another god-awful abomination dog shit map. All the maps in this game are just so fucking poor and fucking horrid that I just can't put a finger on it. The maps are the biggest problem with this multiplayer. I think there's 3 issues with this multiplayer, and the maps are the biggest problem. They are so bad. Like, we have Piccadilly, which is dog shit, god awful, maybe the worst map in Call of Duty history. Like, Piccadilly is horrid. I just can't. I could talk about Piccadilly for maybe 45 minutes, how bad that map is. And then we have other ones like Anaya Incursion, which was Anaya Palace, but it's fucking shortened down, which is, I don't understand. It's shortened down and it's still massive. Just get rid of it. Throw it out of the game. Anaya Incursion is dog shit. Complete awful map. One of the worst maps in Call of Duty history. All of these maps are the worst maps in Call of Duty history, for sure. They're all terrible. They're garbage. They're fucking garbage. Right? Anaya Incursion is trash. Which other one is god awful? I think Grasno Raid is bad, but I don't really think it's as bad as people think it is. I honestly give that map like a 3 out of 4 out of 10 maybe. It's not like a 0 like some people think. Another map is that Euphrates Bridge. That map is horrendous. I don't know, they're just all awful. I could talk about each individual map and tell you the massive issues with it, but they're just all awful. I'm not a fan of Hackney Yard. It's probably one of the better maps in the game, but like compared to other Call of Duties, it's just not a very good map. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game has pretty bad maps. And I know people were tired of the boring 3-lane maps that are in the Treyarch and Sledgehammer games. I know people got kind of bored of those, and I honestly did too. But I think, dude, making this kind of maps are even worse. I will take the 3-lane maps in Black Ops 4 and COD World War II over these dog shit maps any day of the fucking week. Honestly, these maps are completely horrendous. This game really reminds me of Ghosts, and I said that in my last Modern Warfare video, that they have the same issues as Ghosts. The same issues. Terrible maps and camping. And camping would be my 3rd issue with this game, but I really can't blame them. You know, Atlas Superstore, another terrible map. But camping is really a massive issue in this game. I just have numerous deaths by campers. You can just see me getting killed by campers. Matter of fact, I'll play a montage of me getting killed by campers. I don't know. If you guys want to see that, I will post a montage of me just getting shot in the back. Or me walking into a room and hitting a claymore. Or me walking into a room and getting lasered by somebody in a corner. Like, the camping in this game is horrendous. It is awful, but that's just kind of an issue with the maps. Because, for example, in Black Ops 4, which I think had pretty decent maps, I don't think they were, like, amazing, but I think they were good maps. You know, they were playable, they weren't infuriatingly bad, but it was very hard to camp in that game because of the 3 lanes and the fast movement and really how fast paced it was. It's very hard to just sit in a fucking corner in that game, you know, in the 150 health. But this game, you can just sit in a corner and you'll be rewarded for it. If you find a decent camping spot in this game, you will end it with either a VTOL or a chopper gunner, white phosphorus, any high kill streak. You'll easily acquire it because this game is very easy to get kills. I'm one of the people that thinks that low health shooter games are honestly pretty easy. They're not as hard as like Black Ops 4. I think Black Ops 4 is a much harder, higher skill gap game than this one. This COD probably takes the least amount of skill ever. It's so easy to get kills in this game. It is ridiculous, dude. And it's a massive issue. The spawns are just horrendous. That's another issue is the spawns. I don't know, guys. The maps just have so many flaws and problems, and they will never be addressed. Nobody wants to talk about it. People are fanboying the game, and it's just trash. The maps are fucking terrible. And then we get to the second biggest issue, which is the skill-based matchmaking. I think skill-based matchmaking has no place in video games. I think it's dumb. I honestly think it's retarded. I really think skill-based matchmaking is retarded. I know people are like, oh, but what about tryhards? And what about doing this? Like, dude, honestly, man, it's really not that hard to get good at COD. I think COD is pretty easy to get good at. It's not really the hardest game in the world. It's not like Fortnite. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm good at COD, so maybe I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, it's really not that hard to get good at. A lot of people, you can get decent at COD and probably playing it for probably like 4 months. Okay, like if you're good at the one COD, you're probably good at the other one. So skill-based matchmaking to me is it's just annoying. It takes the fun out of video gaming as well. I think it's boring to play against people that are your exact same skill level all the fucking time. And a lot of people who defend skill-based matchmaking go, oh, you just want to stomp noobs. What are you, hate competition, bro? Like, dude, I'm going to tell you this right now. 99% of people who play video games to have fun. Alright, they don't care about KDs and crazy shit like this. They just want to hop on the game after a long day, or because they're bored in quarantine, or do something and play. That's all they want to do. They don't really give a shit. Alright, they don't care. They don't care about competitive esports. This is a video for another time, by the way. I think Twitch and competitive esports have ruined gaming. They've made gaming very, very popular and mainstream, but they've ruined the culture around it. They 110% have. Especially in FPS and shooter games, they've ruined it. Awful. Esports and Twitch are horrible. I think they're fun to just do it and like interact with fans and stuff like that. I think that's a good part of it. But like the wannabes and everything like that just ruined it. Honestly, I think they've ruined it completely. And I think people who do esports and esports in general are for losers. I think that shit's pretty lame. But that's a video for another time. But skill-based matchmaking is a product of this. It's a product of this because they want people to have a safe space and get good at the game against noobs or whoever's in their skill level. But I personally don't think that gets you good at the game by playing people in your skill level. I think that just keeps you at the skill level you're at. I think that the only way to get good at a game is to get destroyed at it. If you look at anything in life, you have to make mistakes. You have to get shit on. It's the only way to learn. It's the only way to get good at something. Like, for example, in basketball. I always use this example when I'm defending why I hate skill-based matchmaking. If you play against people who are your exact same skill level all the time in basketball, are you going to get better? No. You're going to stay the exact same because you're not having to level up your play to beat people. And just vice versa. If you play against people who are trash, you're going to get worse. If you play against people who are just good, you're going to get better, but you're going to get shit on and get frustrated. So I think a blend of people who are trash, people who are your exact skill level, and people who are better than you by slightly or however much that may be, I think that's the only way for you to fully progress in something in life, in video games too. Because the only thing that makes sense to me. Because you're playing and you're like, oh, I'm beating on this guy. I gotta get some confidence from that. Oh, I'm head to head with this guy. We're pretty close. That's kind of fun. Kind of neck and neck, a lot of pressure. Oh, this guy's better than me. I really want to get good at the game so I can shit on this guy. Fuck this guy. You know, that's why I think it makes it fun. I think that's good. I think that skill-based matchmaking ruins everything because it puts you in this bubble and it doesn't let you expand your playstyle, it doesn't let you change anything, doesn't let you learn. I just think it's trash. It is a bad thing. Skill-based matchmaking is honestly one of the other things that really cripples this multiplayer and makes it unplayable, because it's kind of boring. Like, dude, like, oh shit, I'm against all these noobs. All right, I'm gonna get a fucking nuke now because I'm shitting on these guys who don't have a fucking thumb. You know, they don't even know what the hell's going on. It's too easy, okay? Or when you're playing against people your exact same skill level, it's kind of boring because, like, dude, everybody at the end of the match has like 20 kills, 24 kills, or however many. Like, it's like always the same fucking thing, rinse and fucking repeat. And if you're playing them, and then next time you beat somebody up, you beat on somebody, then you're playing against fucking phase loser wannabes who think they're gonna get big on Twitch, which is never gonna happen, and it's funny. Like, it's just annoying. I don't want to do that. I would like playing against a blend of players. I think it's a lot more fun. And skill-based matchmaking, I don't know if it's in other CODs, but it's the only one I can prove it is it's definitely in this one. And that's the problem. And the third thing that I think ruins this game is the camping. The camping is pretty bad. Honestly, like, it's unplayable at this point, at this moment in time. I can't really do it. It just pisses me off. But then, you heard me talk about that earlier. But guys, what are your thoughts on Modern Warfare multiplayer? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you like me and just ready to say, you know what, I'm ready for Black Ops 5. Fuck this multiplayer. But, I don't know. There are certain things this multiplayer does well. And maybe that's a video for another time, but I kind of want to talk about it now while it's on the tip of my tongue. I think that the multiplayer has done certain things right. I think the live service is great. The gunsmith is great. The weapon challenges are great. And the missions. I actually enjoy doing the missions. I think the missions are a lot of fun. When you can unlock the blueprints and things like that, I think it's very player friendly. I enjoy the missions. Full-heartedly, I do. I really think they're good. I think COD is going in the right direction. I think this game, as bad as it is gonna lay the foundation for COD in the future, and they're finally gonna make a good game out of it. I really do think so. Or, no, Activision gonna go back on their word, but I think this game has done those certain things right. But yeah, that all being said, this is your boy Cameron. Thank you all for watching. I am out.